Julio yenye inaitwa magic mug.
Oh.
Yenye najaribu nikiweka rangi na badilike na kuwa white kama yenye nimekuwekea hapo. Nimekuwekea kikombe white yenye imeandikwa home run with PP. So hii sasa hii ni side yangu nimeweka magic mug for the hot ones. Bro, umeona hauoni? Sasa hii umekuwa Muislamu, sasa ni Mkristo.
Wallahi.
Ngoja. So jina lako la Kiislamu ilikuwa gani?
Ilikuwa Abdi Mohammed.
Abdi.
Yeah.
Abdi Mohammed.
Yeah.
So how long did Abdi
like it is Oriana Autojaiskia because you are like what?
Yo, bro.
Yeah, man. So first time I was 10 years. I regained. I was low vision or partially sighted or partially blind.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, by the way. Then I lost it 2019.
In 2019.
I was actually in Rongai when I lost it the second time.
You see, okay, Rongai is home to this studio of ours. So,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of Home Run with PP, my journey series. And today we have a very special guest. I first saw him touching cars and knowing their names. You know, I come from a village where we all know cars as Toyota, Subaru, and Mercedes, but he knows them by make. Bro,
yeah.
Introduce yourself and say one or two things about you, man.
Thank you. So my name is Julius Mbura. Official names, also known as Julio Supercharge. And I'm a lawyer, an advocate of disability rights, blind daredevil. I review cars by touch and feel, and also push boundaries that have not been pushed before.
Yeah.
So I live a full life, despite my eyes refusing not to see.
Your eyes are refusing not to see, like my ears refusing the camera.
Yeah.
But bro, before you even go any further, you had sight at some point of your life and you started losing it, or you were born blind?
I was born sighted.
Yeah.
Then I've lost my sight twice. So first time I was 10 years. I regained. I was low vision or partially sighted or partially blind.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, by the way. Then I lost it 2019.
In 2019.
I was actually in Rongai when I lost it the second time.
You see, okay, Rongai is home to this studio of ours. So,
yeah.
you had, like when I was talking to you, I was telling Dave, nimemwambia Tumaini because I know you already know where it is because you've been in Rongai.
Yeah, I've lived in Rongai for almost 5 years.
Wewe ni mwenyeji.
Yeah.
So why did you move from Rongai? You know, they said you don't move from Rongai, you change locations.
Oh, I was looking for greener pastures.
Hey. I'm saying.
I went away to see the world.
You went away to see the world. Okay. Yeah. So, bro, where were you born?
I was born
Ngambali hapo kwa Journey series.
Yeah. I was born in a small, humble place called Dogoto.
Dogoto.
Yeah.
There's a church called PCA there, right?
Yeah.
Very famous.
Yeah.
So Dogoto ngoja, utatuambia miaka ama kuna watu umedanganya miaka hapa katikati.
I don't mind. Yeah, 1991.
1991. Yeah, sisi wa 90s tunaitwanga millennials.
Yeah.
We almost became Gen Z.
Almost.
Lakini wewe
kwa hivyo umeguzia uko karibu huko na the decade. Not the decade, the century.
Yeah. Sasa bro,
uko karibu 2000, si ndio?
Yeah.
Unanusa tu.
But cheki.
Si cheki?
Si tufanye hivi. Interview ni ya? So tufanye hivi. 1991. Ukaenda primary wapi kwanza?
Primary nilizunguka because when I was born we we moved to Nairobi. I was raised up in Nairobi. So
Estate gani?
Tulianza nikiwa when I was very young, tulikuwa place inaitwa Gashie. Then we moved to CBD. Okay, not CBD, but Ziwani, which is very close to CBD.
Yeah.
We moved to Ziwani when 96, 97 there. Yeah, so tukiwa Gashie, I was in a couple of schools. But when you move Nairobi, Gashie is Nairobi still. Yeah, but when you moved to Ziwani, I joined Islamia. Sijui kama inaitwa Islamia hadi wa leo. Iko hapo opposite Kamukunji police station. Yeah, it's a school for Muslims, and I know why people would wonder why a Muslim school, because I was Muslim at the time.
Wait, ngoja Julio. Unajua tukianza umeniambia you have lived so many lives. Bro, umeona, hauoni. Sasa umekuwa Muislamu, sasa ni Mkristo.
Wallahi.
Ngoja. So jina lako la Kiislamu ilikuwa gani?
Ilikuwa Abdi Muhammad.
Abdi.
Yeah.
Abdi Muhammad.
Yeah.
So how long did Abdi
like it is Oriana watu hajaisikia mzee because watu wako like what?
Yo bro.
Yeah man.
Abdi Muhammad.
Yeah.
Akiyaradi mzee.
Wallahi.
Na unajua kwanza nywele yako umeweka hivi. Wewe bwana unaweza kuwa na passport ya Abdi Muhammad ndio sijui.
Yeah, actually funny enough. Throughout my campus life na Kenya School of Law. Lecturers, subordinate staff, wase wa campo. Most people knew I was Muslim because my best friend was Muslim. Alikuwa anaitwa Nur, Abdi Nur.
Abdi Nur.
Yeah.
Shout out to Abdi Nur. Unajua mimi acha nikwambie bro. If
hata ronga kuna wase I think hadi wa leo nadhani mimi ni Muislamu.
Hata mimi ungeniuliza leo
nilikuwa na hang out na Waislamu sana.
Why?
They are great people, man.
So like Ramadhan umezoeana nao ama time Ramadhan kuna
but then nilikuwa nafunga pia.
Unafunga?
Kuna bishi yangu hadi wa leo anaitwa Desh. Kuna bishi yangu anaitwa Desh. Hadi wa leo anaishi Masai Lodge.
Mbona uliacha kwa Muislamu?
Mbona niliacha? It wasn't my choice. Yeah. You know how like I think spirituality and Christianity is something that we don't comprehend as Africans because you find yourself in the religion. Religion is an institution, right? But spirituality is more of a personal, personal relationship with God. So sisi wewe mbona ulikuwa Mkristo? Ulijipata?
Nilizaliwa.
Ulizaliwa. So it wasn't a choice per se.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. But we had to convert back to Christianity because of family issues. My grandfather. Yeah.
All right. So I have a question. You were born. You said you found yourself Muslim. So your parents are Muslim?
No. We converted a time where it was needed. Then juu ya hiyo threats za my grandfather, we had to convert back.
Okay. So it was a on back and forth thing. So
primary kama macho yangu tu.
Kali sana bro. So what I'm trying to ask here also, umekuja Nairobi, Ziwani, you've moved through the estates, at this point kwa familia yenu kuna history ya blindness ama
no.
You're the first one?
Yeah, so I lost my sight nikiwa 10 years.
That's
201. Yes. But later on we came to discover that my father was a carrier. Hakuwa blind, but he was a carrier
of the gene. Yeah.
And also my mother has some exposure to the gene. So making her more of a carrier as well.
Yeah.
So it came to manifest in me. Yeah. Same thing like down the generations.
Yeah.
It might, jump a generation, but it might be there. So as we speak right now, my DNA has been to Japan, now in South Africa.
Yeah.
And they're trying to see how they can gene edit.
So that they can remove the blindness gene.
Yeah.
So blindness is a gene.
No. Yeah. Blindness is caused by over 4,000 different eye conditions. So the condition I have is genetic.
It's genetic.
Yeah.
Hapo hivyo umenifunza. Just some of us
and also like I get a lot of backlash and cyberbullying. People saying wewe macho yako inaona unatupima.
Bro, wewe ngoja tusimame hapa hata tusiende mbali. How did you know how to go there? Ai bro, mimi nina macho mbili.
I'm a pro dancer.
Na masikio 0 lakini hata kugodha siwezi. And you can godha tena bro. Uligodha na ukagodha tena hapo
ndo nikagodha tena.
Aje
tena hivyo tu tena.
Pro dancer with godha. And you can godha as
I'm a pro dancer. So
they were asking you the same thing I'm asking, right?
Yeah. So I learned from people around me. My friends. People who see the choreography, and then they teach me through tactile. So I feel what they're doing, and then I mimic.
Bro, if you had me in your circle of friends,
probably pamali pabaya.
Ngoko na dance cars unye. Unajua like mimi wenda tu one leg kila side.
repeat.
Oh yeah. Hivi tu acha tu. Thank God I'm not in your circle. Karibu sana. Let me not teach you dancing. So this sight you're losing is in primary school.
Yeah.
How does one thing growing up when you can see and then one day wake up and not see.
Yeah.
As a kid, as a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
How does
that's the period where you start, formulating future yako venye itakuwa.
Yeah.
You're looking at people around you and trying to make dreams around them.
That's class?
I was supposed to be joining class 4.
Class 4.
Yeah, I was in class 3. So nikijoin class 4, madhe akaambiwa, maze, itabidi tu umpeleka Julius either hospitali or something, because I was getting agitated for no reason. I didn't want to admit that I was losing my sight because nilikuwa shule ya watu mean sana. Like mzee tu atakumekia joke the whole day. Yaani hauoni anaanza kucheka.
Wow.
So
and then kids can be very
they can be brutal, man.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that. So mimi niliona it's better ni tafute ways of coping with the changes.
Yeah.
So I didn't know I was losing my sight. But I knew something was happening. So nilijipata nikimove desks karibu na mode.
Yeah.
And then I made this it was a weird thing. I used to go to the blackboard.
Yeah.
Na memorize everything before mode afute. Na kuja naandika. So nikaanza kuambia mwenye atanishinda memorization.
Yeah.
Then end of bingwa. Everyone sasa akaanza kuchukua hiyo nini. So it was more of a coping mechanism. And then ikaenda hivyo cause venye nilipelekwa rounds to this eye hospitals.
Yeah.
Walikuwa like ana shida but it's because they were looking at my eye. If you look at my eye you wouldn't tell that I'm blind.
Yeah.
But venye nilipoteza later on sasa ndio shida ilijulikana. Yeah.
So if you say that if I look into your eye towards the end, and of course your eyes don't look like your blind, and I think that is why people are thinking.
Yeah. People think that your eyes are supposed to be discolored or disfigured.
Yeah, or you're like you don't have the eyes.
Yeah.
So maybe probably what do you mean that it's not in your eyes?
It's at the back of the eye. Sasa huko
nyuma ya jicho.
Tuseme wiring huko.
Uko wiring pale kwenye. By the way bro, biology, I'm gonna tell you, with all these eyes I didn't see shit. I was like, these veins ni gani? Sijui cornea. Kuna kitu kama cornea.
Yeah, cornea iko mbele. So my cornea is okay.
So na kwa vein, hiyo ni vein gani iko hapa? Hiyo vein nikumbushe mwalimu wangu wa biology hapa uchi.
Yenye imeharibika sasa.
Atanirudishia school fees,
Ni
retina. Hiyo ndio nilikuwa natafuta. Retina. Hiyo school fees haitaenda. I got a B+ in biology, but the question on eyes was not there.
Yeah.
Ningekuwa na C.
Ngekuwa si.
So bro, you were saying sasa venye wamekupeleka hospitali, you're in class 4. My stories resonate with yours. In class 5, I had a similar issue with my eyes. But I think mimi nilibahatika or something, because nilipewa dawa ingine ilikuwa inafanya nasikia uchungu. I recovered. But I could feel like there were grains of sand in my eyes.
Sasa mimi saa zangu zilikuwa zinafilika acid.
Mimi asikia kama kuna mchanga iko kwa macho, but ukifanya hivi hata
because
maji hakuna.
The eye is very sensitive. So any especially any irritation in the eye, it's very massive. Because like even for me, I have a macular scar on both eyes. And macular scar is very tiny, micro. But when it opens up, man, hautapenda. Migraines zenye nakuanga, I even get blackouts.
Whoa. To date?
If I'm under pressure and stress, they open up because of like the high pressure kwa macho. So inafunguka. But the last time I had that was last year.
Okay. Let's pray that it stays like that. So class 4. Julio is now moving the desk next to the teacher because now you cannot see, gradually losing your sight. Your parents are told to take you to another school. What happened?
So hapo kulikuwa na shida because kuna daktari mmoja kwanza alisema I have a mental disability. So I was taken to a school for mentally disabled. Then I was there for like a term or 2. So your class 4.
How was the experience?
Man, it was terrible. So macho ilipotelea nikiwa huko. Then now I had to be taken to Thika Primary School for the blind. Huko hivyo, sasa I've wasted a whole year where I was supposed to be in class 4. So in my head, nikipelekwa Thika, I was like, napelekwa class 5. Okay, but anyway,
to you?
Ninge compromise class 4. But walinirudisha class 2. Because of course I have to learn Braille, I have to learn how to use a white cane, I have to readjust to the new reality. So
uka repeat kutoka class 5 mpaka class 2.
Yes. And I was bitter. I used to be so mad. Siko hata nasomanga.
Unajua mimi nilirepeat from 1 year nilisikia 3 years bro.
But you know, for persons with disabilities, in whatever class you find them, that's not their true it's not the true depiction of where they should be.
But because sometimes normally, you have to go slow.
Sometimes you've taken classes behind. Sometimes you have to stay in the class you're in because you need to master. Kama blindness, you need to master Braille, of which different people you get the grasp of Braille at different levels.
And also one thing maybe to note is when you're learning Braille, it's like the normal primary kindergarten for this.
Because it's a new language. So you start from A, B, C, D, D, Z. Then from there you have to fill the dots. You familiarize. Especially if you're totally blind, you have to fill with your fingers.
And writing in Braille also you learn how to write in Braille.
You learn. There's a mechanical way of writing Braille using a slate and a stylus. Which is very hard. And then there is the bourgeois way, which is now using a Braille machine. But when I'm using a Braille machine and you're writing with a pen, hawezi nishika.
Una type very fast.
Because for Braille, you have different grades, levels, I mean. Grade 1 is writing full words in using now the different patterns of the alphabets. But grade 2 ni kitu inaitwa contraction. Because Braille is very bulky. So a word like say even the contraction itself, say contraction, right? So in Braille you'd use, those are so many cells. CONTRACTION, right? But in Braille you can contract CON, you use 1 cell instead of using 3 cells. TRAC, then TION.
It's like
you contract. It's shorthand,
Shorthand
exactly.
For Braille now.
So
lakini sasa wewe ndio unajua kile umeandika ama
no.
Any blind person can
because that's
know.
grade 2.
Okay, so anybody with grade 2 Braille understanding can understand
Yes,
that.
yes. And then there's American Braille, but that's it's on another level because instead of using 6 dots,
Yes.
because every cell has 6 dots.
Yes.
And that's how you make patterns of every alphabetical letter. But for American Braille,
Yes.
it's 8 dots. So they introduced an extra of 2 dots.
Why?
So me hata sijui. So even when I was going to the US, they asked me if I use American Braille or the
normal Braille.
Normal Braille. Yeah.
So you go back to class 2 in Thika, you're very bitter. How do you cope from there?
Man, I would say like you think you're going through a lot until you're put in a situation in a place where people have gone through like much more. So my peers, I think being in that environment helped me to embrace who I am. Because tell me why I'm getting into school the first day and this boy comes up to me and ako like, oh, when do mwanafunzi mpya? I'm like, yeah. And then ako like, oh, unaona? I'm like, wow. No sioni. And then the kid goes like, hata mimi. Oh. And he's so happy to like find out that I'm blind as well. And
I embrace.
And mimi hapo hivyo niko hadi roho inauma mazee.
Yeah, I
like
feel
you want to see the world but you can't. And you have no option. Mazee anakwambia hivyo you're like nilianza tu kucheka man. And then that became a norm. Like ukiintroduce kwa wase wengine mwenye na kuintroduce maybe anaona kiasi. So na kuintroduce huyu ni Wambua. Aya, Wambua huyu ni Julius. Julius pia aoni. Then unaanza ku take it easy because
it's just life.
It's life.
Bro, but that is, I like the innocence of kids, and even though they are cruel sometimes.
The innocence, let me tell you.
Because even when they become cruel at you, it's just at that moment.
Yeah, and again, they're going through the same shit.
Yeah.
So at least, like, utadu.
Ukweli.
Yeah, so from there, then at least after like a year and a half, nilianza ku regain sight pole pole. So ikakuwa, mazee, I'm living a day at a time.
Yeah.
Like, kesho naamka, I noticed something different.
Were you on any meds on that time?
Niliziacha. Nilikuwa kama ma-acids. I didn't even tell my mother. Because ananichoma literally. Juu nasikia hadi ikiingia kwa mishipa. So niliquit and I feel my body started fighting back.
Yeah.
So even ndo nilianza ku regain because there is like cell regeneration.
Yeah.
So even ndo nikaanza kupata sight back.
Yeah.
Ili kuja stima ikirudi na mwongeza.
Uliamka one morning you see?
No, ilikuwa gradual. But kuna mali ilifika sasa ningesoma. Like ningesoma hadi niandike na pen.
Wow.
But again after like 5-6 months ikaanza kwenda chini. Then it was a whole roller coaster man. So hiyo time sasa
nikapatiwa spectacles. Miaka ngapi?
I was like 11, 12.
So it's actually 1 year after you joined Thika.
Yeah.
So ukiwa class 3 uka regain sight yako tena.
Yeah. But I was now like low vision.
Yeah.
And then within the same year nikapatiwa glasses, magnifying lenses. Nikaanza kuzitumia. Mazee nilianza na positive 14. Nikifika class 8 niko positive 25.
Wow.
Na bado macho inaitisha more.
Inataka uko karibu. Nilikuwa karibu na nani kabisa.
Unalamba kitabu bro.
I've seen someone with that type of issue.
Yeah, it's the heavy, like very heavy on your face. Nakumbuka by the time nilikuwa na quit hadi macho yangu bado ilikuwa inaitisha positive 27 sasa.
Bro.
So madokio ilikuwa like ukifika hizi levels mazee
give up.
Achana nayo. So yeah, high school nikafanya pure braille.
So high school ulienda wapi? Bado Thika? And it's because all the national schools didn't have reasonable accommodation for someone like me. Yeah. Primary ulifanya KCP ukapata ngapi?
Nilipata 4
bro.
Out of 500.
Gotha tena. Hapo tu karibu.
Nice.
Buda.
Yeah.
Despite the challenges, bado 400 ukaweka kwa meza.
Mbaya sana. By the way, your record until CBC ingie haijai kuwa broken.
So there is no hope for that record to be broken.
Si tulitoka kwa 844.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need a well secured.
Sioni.
Check you, boy. Eti one year record ikibrekiwa. No masana.
Yeah.
So anyway, sawa. Umewin. So ukapiga hiyo miaka yako ine ya braille, full braille.
Full braille. Hata KCSE nilifanya na braille.
How was the experience?
It was different. You know, like exams, unaona room kama hii.
Yeah.
Iko na like 20 students. Wote wako sasa high school tulikuwa tunatumia braille machines.
Yeah.
Ama tulikuwa tunaita braille. That thing makes noise like the typewriter. You remember typewriter?
Yeah.
So imagine 20 people
of
doing
those.
that. Yeah. So what you learn actually without knowing is that you learn how to sharpen your listening skills.
Yeah.
You isolate some noise. So actually like that enabled me later on to like walk in town and still maintain my sense of direction even with all the chaos happening around me. Yeah.
But this time now you're already good with the white cane and the braille is
high school.
Yeah.
Unajua nilikuwa naona kiasi so sikuwa natumia white cane actively. White cane nilianza kutumia kampo. Na nile kujiimmerse in that situation juu.
Yes.
Niliambiwa sasa hii macho yako ni kama inaweza potea tena. So I didn't want to.
So all this time umekuwa tu actively in doctor's eyes. Umekuwa tu wakiku monitor all this.
Nataka kusema nilikuwa naona madaktari.
Maumivu ya kizidi bro. Niko tu swali. Kwa hizi dawa zimeandikwa maumivu ya kizidi mbone daktari. Wewe maumivu yako kizidi.
Mimi naenda kusikiza daktari.
That was good.
That's a good one.
Hiyo ni kali.
Yeah.
So maumivu kizidi msikize daktari. Okay, they should have that for you guys.
They should change.
Muone daktari. Okay, ndio kuja kuona daktari. Wanaonea by the way. What Judy. Anyway, so umemaliza high school. Ulifanya exam, upata ngapi huko?
B.
Buda.
Yeah.
Buda.
Yeah.
Chopi.
But
what was your favorite subject?
My favorite subject was what was it by the way? I think English, man. No, not okay. Apart from English, because that's part of Nini. I think geography. Yeah, because like there are so many things you learn at a go.
Unapenda facts.
But pia agriculture ilikuwa fiti.
Yeah.
Juu tuko tunapanda makaroti alafu tunaenda tunaiba usiku.
Bro.
Sima kusho.
Nikuulize yani hata bado tu gizani.
Sasa gizani si ndio tuna maintain.
Mbona nyinyi mnangoja giza kuiba?
Sasa gizani huko ndo sisi ndio sighted.
Check out. Mnangoja giza kuiba.
Kuna mzee I remember Raima. Kuna time wamepanda nyanya kwa shamba. Hiyo kitchen whatever.
Yeah. Kitchen farm.
So kuna jamaa alikuwa anaitwa Mwangi. Mwangi alikuwa na box ya red. Si rumors zikakuwa nyanya zimeiva na kala yake ni red. Ndio ujue saa nyanya imeiva ni red. Mwangi usikie alikuwa anaenda amejisunda tu na nini yake. Tunatoka preps saa 3 usiku. Wasi wanaenda kucheza ball. Aje. And half of the time ball iko kwa shamba. Hadi unaenda una feel ndio hii ball unaigonga ndani kwa shamba zaidi uko ndani sasa.
Bro. Mlikuwa watundu tu. Watundu tundutu.
It doesn't matter. Bila macho ama kama inaona.
Nimerealize kumbe kukua mkora haitaki macho.
So unajaribu kusema
kama iko kwa damu.
Unajua pia kitu kingine kuna watu wawili wenye waogopangi anything.
Yeah.
Mwenda wazimu na kipofu.
Kwa nini?
Because wanafikiria everyone is like them.
So ni kwa hiyo dunia yenu mnafikiria kila mtu aoni. Kwanza mnangoja kuiba tomato si basi.
Sasa tulikuja kugundua like mamode wanaonanga. So tukajua giza ndio iko.
How long did it take to discover mode wanaona?
Ukishashikwa mara moja mara mbili unajua sasa equalizer, acha tu giza ingie. Tupatane huko hivyo.
So
even for kutesa wanaona
mnajaje giza imefika. Ama wale wanaona kidogo wanaambia kuna giza sasa.
And then kuna factors mingi. Environment itaanza kuchange. The air becomes thinner. There is that heaviness of during the day, the temperature.
So it's true that your senses heighten. The other senses heighten.
Of course. Unanusa giza pia.
Buda.
And then hizi mangiria zilikuwa zinaitwa nini hizo? Zinaanza kulia, ma crickets zinaanza kulia. So you can just know.
Unajua ni nyakati za nyanya zimefika. Alafu kana
unajua di kitchen kwenda kuiba mkate, mnaiba na giza usiku.
Wait a minute bro, mlikuwa mnaiba mkate. This a criminal case here now. Mnaiba mkate pia kwa
baya sana.
Kwa hii primary.
Hii ni high school sasa.
Bro, yani
primary tulikuwa nini? Small scale. Kuiba maembe, kwenda kukamua ng'ombe.
Mli upgrade vile mlifika sasa.
Sasa high school tuka upgrade sasa.
Walimu wanaamka wanapata hakuna mkate.
Umenionea mkate. Uliza gani? Hatujaona.
Oh man. Ngori sana bro.
Usikia ndio wasio kifight. Kama una fight mselo vision. Mnaenda kwa room alafu sasa mnazima stima.
Ndio mkwe wote blind.
Mfanane sasa. Alafu katambe.
Ngoja mko mnapigana hadi yuko hivi.
Bro, wewe una vita vipofu wewe?
Lakini sasa hiyo ni advantage kuna vipofu.
The first ni nini za miss. Then ukishajua penye tu kichwa yake iko hapo sasa ndio zinafuata. Sasa shida ni anainua hadi mbao sasa unapatana na mbao.
Bro,
hiyo inanga rules.
Unajua nasemanga disability is not inability bro, but now this is more than ability bro. Unajua vitu za
unajua hiyo unasikiza kwenye ngumi inatoka.
Unasikia msana anapigana anasikia ngumi, anakupata kichwa hapo ni oh my god. Alafu apata mbaya.
Unajua ngumi ina land anywhere. So hakuna rules. Unajua nyinyi at least mlikuwa mnaangalia nanga vibaya. Unajua sifai kuguza uso. Kwetu ni anything goes.
Hata meno utaokota chini.
Meno, mapua.
Bro, I'm learning a lot. You know, some of these things we actually take them for granted. But at least sasa watu wana realize pia
then mafanki hivi.
Tulikuwa nina mafanki.
Mbaya sana. Mimi kwanza nilikuwa prefect. So nilikuwa na shati ya white. Na trousers zetu sasa ni high school. Trouser ni grey. So ikiwa hivyo bila logo ya shule usichome. Unafanana na jamaa wa Thika High. With a full stop. So me funky nilikuwa naambia mdem cheki umetoka Thika High.
But hiyo time ulikuwa na Ken ama bado ulikuwa
nilikuwa naona kiasi.
Ulikuwa naona kiasi.
Ile ya kuomba.
So wewe ukipiga upate budaki unafanya aje?
Mimi kwanza hiyo time nilijieleza. Nilienda kukata akaniambia ulikuwa unataka karo. I was like sawa nikifika home ndakupatia. Na imagine alienda akampatia. Wallahi.
Unajua kuna rafiki yangu ameacha Timberland wewe kwa kukira dem. Unasema
kutoka Nduki.
Alikuwa ameenda kugotea dem kumbe budake. Huyo dem alimiscalculate time yenye buda huyo dem anarudi.
Usikia hata mimi sasa especially huyu dem bado. Mazee ameniambia sana nimtembelee nini. Naenda kumbe anampeleka kijani. Alafu wazae wakakam. Umaika kwa kona ya kiti hivi. Hadi unaambo kunje chai mazee.
Kijana umesema kwenu ni
wapi? Chai inaonja aloe vera.
Kijana umesema kwenu ni
wapi? Sasa hiyo anaanza kuongea hadi na Kikuyu. Wanasema venye ati siangalii watu straight.
Hawajui
sioni bana.
Wajui mrembo hajawaambia uoni.
Maze.
So mzae what happens? Ulikunywa chai?
Maze nilikunywa lakini maze ilikuwa ni kama ni mwarobaini nilikuwa nakunywa.
Buda uko na escapades.
Unaanza hadi kusugua kichwa ukisema nilikuwa nafaa kwa nyumbani sana.
Hata nilikuwa nimetuma sapa mimi ndo nilikuwa nipeleke.
Nini date inageuka bana. Si date inaanza kukuwa ni therapy session.
Buda sasa utaendeleaje date Buda na kuangalia hapo hivi. Madhe.
Waje uzuri mimi siwaoni wakiniangalia but
ile advantage.
Tension.
Yeah. But how just umesema heightened senses so you can feel the tension.
Yeah, I can feel the tension.
Yeah, inakuanga high mbaya sana.
Yeah.
So anyway, my escapades zako za high school zilikuwa interesting. I'm curious. Ulienda UN UN Campo.
School of Law.
School of Law?
Yeah.
But now you went to the normal School of Law?
There is no school of law
for the blind.
Yeah. So yeah, of course character development ikaanza hapo hivyo.
It's like watu wangapi your class?
Tulikuwa like 300. Na I was the only one
who was blind.
Not even blind.
Yeah.
With any kind of disability. No, tulikuwa
like this time uko umeshapoteza sight totally.
No, nilikuwa like severely low vision. Sasa hii ndio ilikuwa kipindi cha lala salama.
Miwani imeanza unaambiwa kijana hapa hata miwani haisaidii. So umeingia pale low vision, how do you get notes? Unajua mimi nimekuwa class ya 300 people, I know how many people those
are. So ilikuwa kupigana na ma lecturers because mimi sana nilitoka high school.
Yeah.
Nikaacha kutumia braille, nikaanza kutumia laptop iko na screen reader.
Yeah.
So ma lecturers kwanza kuwafuata wanipatie soft copy. Soft copy wakinipatia scanned azisaidii because screen reader ni lazima isome definitive letters zenye ina pick.
Yenye iko
unajua scan inachukua kama photo.
Yes.
So ni PDF pia kuna accessible PDF. Na Word document.
Yeah.
So Word is the best for the screen reader.
Yeah.
So mazee before upate notes, before uzunguke na lecturer ashasahau jina yako, ashaanza kuita Justus, Justin.
Ulisema unaitwa nani?
So it was a lot of challenges but anyway, tuli manage.
So, wakili.
Yeah.
So nikuulize bro, before hata tuende mbali, ulishafanya mpaka 9Ps ya CLE?
Yes, CLE. Kabisa.
Sasa wewe ni advocate of the High Court of Kenya.
Kuna nini tu hapo moja yenye nimebakisha ndio
nini
imekuwa admitted. I've done 8Ps.
Oh, there's one more.
There's one more. Because remember, I lost my sight hiyo time ya by exams.
Oh man.
So actually I had not done 2 exams. So I went back, did conveyancing. Yeah. So I'm now remaining with criminal law. Yeah.
Umemaliza college, si ndio? When did you now find out that you ulisema umekuwa na enthusiasm ya kushika magari from a very young age?
I used to draw cars actually.
When you were sighted?
Yeah. So when nilipoteza macho ilikuwa more of unajua venye unasema like I can't do this anymore.
Yes.
Then unakula pause. Then later on ikiwa Campo, I was like I think I can start consuming information about cars.
Yeah.
So nikaanza kuingia kwa manufacturers, kufuatilia what they are doing, their different builds, kusikiza ma engineers and how they are coming up with different body designs. Yeah, because hii time sasa nikiwa Campo, just before getting into campus, kuna doki aliniambia mazee kulingana venye sasa specialist wa retinologist.
Yes.
So aliniambia kulingana venye hii situation yako iko, you might lose your sight again. So what I decided is I will maximize fully the sight that I had.
Yeah.
So even though nilianza kufanya vitu like out of the ordinary, like venye nilikuwa chukulia tu life, ni kumove na kusurvive. Nikaanza sasa kukuwa more deliberate. Na even though pia nilijitrain kabisa kutumia white cane. Like nilikuwa nakumbuka nilikuwa naingia CBD. Navaa shades zile kama za Stevie Wonder. So nakuwa blind saa kabisa.
Fully blind.
Then naanza kutembea tu kwa streets nikitumia white cane. Niligongwa na gari mara kadhaa.
Bro. Wakikuona na white cane whether they don't slow down.
Let me tell you, Kenya don't respect. You know, I've traveled,
Yeah.
and the way motorists respect white Kenyans out there, mazee, we have a long way to go. Kuna Kenyans wenye hata randomly, I wish I can do this. Actually, I think I'll do it on camera.
Yeah.
Niende tu randomly niulize wase, na najua wameenda driving school.
Yeah.
Hii ni nini? When you see this, then what are you supposed to do? Because you're supposed to give right of way.
Yeah.
To the blind person.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's like mtu ako na wheelchair.
Yeah.
Anafa. So as you what I wanted to point that across is because I feel like the persons with disability, living with disability, are not being the space is not there, because mimi mwenyewe ninaona na Nairobi CBD is so hard for me to navigate. I don't know how you navigate that street, especially at 5 p.m. Have you ever been there at 5 p.m?
Yeah, even beyond. Nimekanyagadi manyanya za mahawkers.
Wana react vibaya, you know.
Mbaya. Kuna mwenye nilimpatianga challenge nikamwambia, since unasema nilipe hiyo stock, na kufunga tu macho utembee kwa hii block moja hivi. Hata usiende mbali. Enda like 100 meters. Then ndalipa.
Yeah.
Aliniambia tu enda.
It's hard
because they take advantage. Alikuwa ananiambia nilipe stock ya sijui 7,000.
What?
Machungwa zilikuwa sijui 3 na nyanya sijui ngapi.
Yeah. So it's yani bado with the disability bado watu wataka ku-extort.
Mbaya sana.
Nairobi ilikuwa ni watu wana.
Hizi za macho nimeitishwa bro.
Wao kutaja za macho. Wao utoza macho pia.
Si ndio?
Wala ujamaa. Unatoaje za macho mzee?
Na macho yenyewe ifanyi.
Na macho ifanyi. Sasa ukiambiwa utoe za macho na unatoa 0.
Mimi natoa za masikio.
Tuende za masikio. Unasikia. Wakikwambia unaonaje, so wanakulizanga unasikiaje hii maneno. Anyway, so bro, now that unasikiza hii manufacturer, utashikaje gari? Unajua most of the interviews you've gone, you've actually touched this car. Huku kidogo umeona mbadala labda toy. But utashikaje gari? Unasema hii macho hii ni. So nimekuona ni na Jeff Koinange unashika hiyo, unasema hii ni G-Wagon.
Yeah. Sorry ya kushika gari ilikuja later. Because remember hii time nilianza I got back on the scene, automotive scene actively 2015 going onwards.
Yeah.
And mostly I was just laying the groundwork, like nilianza na supercars. I'm guilty of that because I read so much about akina McLarens, Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. Anyway, nilikuwa naona mbele. Then I started going back to what we have in the country.
Yeah.
So the Japanese world, the Toyotas, Mazdas, Hondas. So during COVID, nilianza kujiuliza what can I do with all this info. Na hiyo time sana nilikuwa nimeshakuwa blind mara ya pili.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I know people appreciate cars and they visualize. I mean, they get captivated by what they see on cars.
Yeah.
The paint job, the body shapes, nini, body lines, kila kitu.
Yeah.
I was like, what can I do different? Because nilikuwa nataka kufanya something about fashion. But I was like, okay, ukilinganisha fashion na story ya magari, ukiambia msee anakuanga blind na anakuanga into fashion. Hiyo haina nini kama msee anakuanga blind na anaweza kuambia different models.
Of course, cause mimi na imagine mtu mwenye anajua fashion, unaweza shika useme hii ni mfuko nini, but kala utajuaje?
Kala saje.
Kala hapo ngori. But gari ni crazy bro.
Yeah. So nilianza kufanya practically.
Yeah.
Like I go on ground. I remember that time I did a round on Ngong Road. Nilikuwa naingia kwa showroom zote naambia wazee, nataka tu mnipate chance niguze magari zenyu. So ilikuwa inakaa weird sana.
Yeah.
Like unataka kuguza magari bro.
Kwani ni fetish?
So ilikuwa inakaa, then I start explaining mazee, I'm blind, blah blah blah. Then mazee, there's a good friend of mine anaitwa Malik. Alusnain. Yaliambia whatever you want. So even though hapo ndo time sana nilianza YouTube channel ya Julio Supercharge. Yeah.
And that's why I even actually got to know you about you because of the channel.
Yeah.
So how many cars have you sampled so far?
Hey, a lot because
Hundreds?
I've traveled I think thousands.
Hadi Tesla, ni maana sample Tesla?
Yeah.
Bro.
Model 3, Model X.
Does not always get
Model S.
right. You actually listen to the engineers and got it right.
For Tesla, I got it right. The Model 3, yes, because I've seen it before. Something else that has helped me a lot is that each time 2015 to 2019,
The 4 years.
The 4 years,
Yeah.
I really looked at a lot of cars. Because hata sahi facelift zenye uko nazo kwa market, already niko na the basics of what should be there for that model.
So tuseme una rely on muscle memory.
Yeah.
Ile ulikuwa unasema kwamba the people who are visually impaired can have a very sharp memorization.
Yeah. Because we depend on that for retrieval of data.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So 2019 to when COVID ina hit hivi macho inaenda.
Nilipotea just before 2019
because COVID ilikuja December.
Ilikuja December. Mimi nilijua about it January.
But by 2019 December ilikuwa inatangazwa huko hivi kwa sisi wenye
ilikuwa ni kama ilikuwa story.
One person in Wuhan, China, we didn't know. Wuhan, China is complaining of chest pains. Kumbe ni nchi nzima. So by March ndo ilikuwa imegonga. Sasa Kenya ndo President Uhuru akasema let us close the country. So lockdown nakupata wapi?
Rongai.
Ongata Rongai. Una bahati.
Mayor Road.
Mayor Road is just down here.
Yeah.
So Mayor Road Rongai, hapo ndo sasa umeamua kuingia YouTube. Ama YouTube sasa ilikuwa imeanza
YouTube ilikuja hiyo around July of that year. Yeah. So hapo ndo nilianza sasa kufikiria deeply like what do I want to do?
What motivated you?
Because law firm tumefunga. I was in a law firm by the Letangula and Company Advocates. Then sasa ni ile unaamka, una doze, unaamka, una doze. Unaanza kujua maneiba.
Nairobi haufai kujua neiba.
COVID ilibidi. Ilibidi mazee. When ule kijana onangi.
Why is it that Kenyans are very weird ways of introducing them?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Ule jamaa blind ule. And then wakaanza kujua, hey, huyu jamaa anaweza tutetea. Tuambie landlord atulipi nyumba. Anyway, it was a fun discovery, Hapo ndo nilianza kufikiria deeply like what can I do, what are my passions. And then idea YouTube ilikuja around June there. Because now I was like, man, I think it's the right time. And I have the time. And I will just mobilize. I remember two good friends of mine, they wanted to do my story. Because walikuwa wanafanyia a certain TV station nini kazi. But walikuwa like, okay, tutaenda na Kenya utatuambia. So the first shoot tutafanya for free. And these people, they are not cheap. So if you go back to my channel, the first 2 cars that I ever did, the Toyota GT86, hiyo time hata hakuna watu walikuwa wanajua about GT86 and the Toyota CHR. I dropped them, I think, around the same week. So, Ashton and Ojok, big up to them. Ndo waliniambia mazee twende, si hata tujui kuhusu magari, wote tuambie tukinye wataka to shoot.
Wako na know-how like
Ashton kwanza ni hatari kwa kamera. Ojok naye alikuwa photography. Hapo tuligonga content.
Picha. Walikuja na madrone nini?
Haikuwa drone but walikuwa na magimbal nini, smooth shots.
Iko safi bana.
Hao ndo walini-launch ya Julio Supercharge.
Ndio angalia hizo video zinaka deadly shanga kwa nini? Kumbe
maridad. Hizo ndo ziliwekea standards.
Mzee bana. Acha tuko hapo kwa hiyo channel sahi. Acha tuifungwe. Uzuri wa kukua na bundles. So mzee, also 2 years ago you were at Citizen. You jump in and out of nani. It's actually going. So this is 4 years ago, bro.
Time imesonga.
Miaka inasonga mbaya sana. Uko na Porsche Macan review, Toyota Aristo. Why is it that you start with the huku mbele hapa chini kwa ninio? Kwa bumper?
Oh, because hiyo ndio inakuanga na identity ya gari.
Gari nyingi identity zao ni what are the 3 markers that you use to identify a car?
The bumper, headlights, the nose cut, I mean. The whole nose cut, then the side profile. That gives me the different classifications, like if it's a sedan, a station wagon, an SUV. The side profile would give me that. So side profile, hata ukinotice, see spending much of the time there. Then the rear end. So the rear end and the nose cut.
Those bunda.
Those two, and then to tie it up, the silhouette, the side profile, of course.
The side
Juu kama ma double cabs, hizo ndajua nikiguza nao nikienda na the side profile.
So kuna gari kwa hapo hivi chini nataka nikutest tuone kama ni kweli unaweza ijua. Tumeipita tu hapo sahi. So but I see right now kulikuwa na your first car was that GT86 one. Very good views, and also
then it became popular later on.
Yes. You introduced yourself, and the one for CHR SUV, right? Na hii time bado ulikuwa hujaanza kuweka nywele kama Chris Brown.
By the way, I had short hair, man. I've forgotten, man.
So what happened? Why did you start?
Yeah.
Ulianza kuingia kwa milk ukasema let me do the Chris Brown.
Hii idea ilitokanga Campo. But hiyo time sikuwa na nini sana. Then nilianza kukala nywele yangu lini? I think 2021.
What is the motivation?
Just a different look, and then ikafika mahali ikakuwa my identity.
It was a brand.
Alafu just but even with the short hair.
Views bwana Abdi.
But even with the short hair, I used to fade the sides. And a kawan cut I used to have.
Bado ninaiona hapa. Ilikuwa ni the only improvement naona hapa hivi umefanya ni umeongeza what we call umeongeza hiyo curl, umeongeza curl kit. But you have a lot of videos here. What is your general feeling of your YouTube? Do you think it has grown your brand in some way?
It has grown the brand, and now the brand has evolved. So it's no longer about cars, because cars, yes, that's my very like unique feature, unique talent. But now the brand has grown, and next year people should expect like diverse content on the channel, because Julio Supercharge is now like a symbol of what's possible.
Very true.
So it's no longer about cars. Cars is part of it, but it's the impossibilities. So I embody all these impossibilities, like hiking, riding, driving, skating, all these things.
And now, very nice that you've actually spoken about that, because I was about to talk about height and speed. And I would like to say, before we even go any further, I was a brand ambassador. I'm still a brand ambassador.
You are.
Mwakale Tours and Travels. So, this is how I quit my job and went back to studio. My boss calls me up and is like, bro, we are going to Mount Longonot. So like I see Longonot. Hii kitu ni dakika 5, nimepanda na nimeshuka, bro. They didn't tell me there's what we call the crater walk. Hiyo kuzunguka the crater. Kupanda ndo the easiest part.
That's the easiest, because it's 3.1 kilometers.
Yes, I should have stuck to that. So kitu kanituma nikazunguka.
Crater ni 7.2 kilometers.
Yes.
And it has the highest peak of Longonot, which is Kilimanjaro.
Hapo sasa ndo nilipiga picha, but at what cost? At what cost? Bro, I sit
even though liquid.
The following day walituambia, I remember the boss was like, oh, that was an amazing hike. Unajua mimi nilishuka wa mwisho kwa hiyo mlima. That was an amazing hike. I was like, bro, So, how about Elephant Hills? I was like, niko busy hiyo siku.
The Elephant is more technical.
I know.
Than Longonot.
I spoke to a friend of mine when we were talking about planning hiking series. So alikuwa tuambia you started Longonot, then Elephant, then Mount Kenya.
Yeah.
So after that, when I was in the middle of Mount Longonot, about 3.5 kilometers into the crater, I called myself for a very small delegates conference. And the ombudsman on that day said that there is no way I was born on flat land to go and to do mountains. So, bro, how does a blind man decide to go now?
Yeah. So it's more of conquering.
Heights unseen.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. Of course, like from the name, you can already tell it's heights I've not seen. And again, I'm showing people heights they've not seen, even with their eyes.
Yeah.
Because most people, like, it's like 1% of people who've been to Mount Kenya. So heights unseen came by because we wanted it was part of the diversification that I'm telling you about.
Yeah.
Evolving from just reviewing cars to other capabilities and skill sets that I have.
Yeah.
And we were like, what should we start with? Exploration, my team and I.
Yeah.
And of course I have a crazy team. And we were throwing ideas left, right and center.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how we landed on heights unseen.
Yeah.
But it was more of like, badina kusakuwa noma, tutoke huku, tuende huku.
Yeah.
Unaimagine Longonot, alafu Abadeas, alafu...
Bro.
By there, I blame them.
You blame your team?
Yeah.
How many people do you have on your team?
5. Then it looked like, Maze, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Look at the data. Have you ever had a blind person hiking all these heights?
No.
Then to look like, it's not been done. And then for Kilimanjaro, we were like, the last time it was done was 1969.
Yes.
55 years ago.
Yes.
So tulikuwa like, why not?
Kwani kesho.
Na hivyo ndo tukaanza.
So what is your plan and how many have you hit so far? So
the plan was to do seven heights.
Yeah.
So far we've done 6.
6.
So we started with Ngong Hills. Ngong Hill hata una hike na jeans. The 7 hills. Tuko na baridi and back.
Yes.
Then we did Longonot. We got to the crater. So most visually impaired persons, because if there is even an organization, Kenya Society for the Blind, they normally do an annual hiking to Longonot.
Yes.
But they only get to the crater.
They don't do the
rim.
Yeah.
So for me, I did even the rim.
Bro, I went there, it was crazy with vision.
Yeah, the craziest bit is just before you get to Kilalengamia.
Yeah.
Mahali penye it's a wall of volcano soil.
Yes.
And you sometimes, I remember one of my team members telling me, go left. Na ilikuwa right, bro. Na left ni fall. So yeah, naona ni left yake.
Yeah, I realize a lot of people don't know how to use that direction of
left and right.
Yeah.
So mazen nilifanya hivi white can nikasikia imeguza hewa.
Wow.
I was like, I'll just go with my right.
Bro.
Yeah, and I was right.
Unajua nime cringe kwa nini? Because I've been on that space na nime visualize like ni kama nitaanguka hapa.
I was right to go right, I'm telling you. Otherwise sahi ningekuwa naimba huko hivyo nini na mababoons. Huko ndani ya crater.
Unafanya huko kuna
ningekuwa a molten rock.
Atuge kutoa bro.
At least ingekuwa ni kama monument. Si
ingekuwa ito Julio Supercharge corner. Yeah, we thank God we got happened.
Yeah, but after
Longonot has inaitwa free space kwenye crater.
Yeah.
How did you find the next one?
After Longonot?
Yeah.
Longonot was crazy because of the dust.
Yeah.
Tulinyesha dust.
Kulinyesha?
Hakunyesha Longonot. Ilikuwa jua mazee. Jua ilikuwa imetukodolea macho kodo. Alafu sasa from that we went to Abadeas. We started with Kipipiri. Na hapa ndo ma character development zilianza.
Zinaitwa 7 something ama
7 ponds hapana. Tukwenda 7 ponds.
Yeah.
Unajua kuna so many peaks on Abadeas.
Yeah.
So Kipipiri is a mountain actually. And it's 18 kilometers to the summit.
Ngoja kwani Mount Longonot
is
tallest mountain in Kenya.
Hapana. Mount Longonot ndo iko huku chini na mbona nafikiria ilikuwa after Ngong Hills. It's more of a
umezipanga in terms of height.
Yeah. Venye tumeenda tukipanda hivyo ndo tumekuwa tukipanda.
So Kipipiri 18 kilometers from the ground.
Yeah. Na from the from the KFS office
Yes.
to the starting point ni like 3.2 kilometers.
Mnapewa niambia wana drive, si ndio?
Hakuna.
Ai.
You hike to the starting point.
What do you mean?
Then you start hiking down.
Okay, hapo hivi kuna ka place mtu anaweza kaa because hapo ndo ningewangojea.
Sasa kurudi au rudi na the same route.
Or you go on the other side.
Yeah, which is 4.5 kilometers.
Brother.
But people now prefer using the 4.5 kilometers.
Whoa.
Like going up and down. But that's very technical because it's high elevation. You're gaining altitude at a very high pace. But tulinyeshewa bro. Tuko
Abadea.
Kipipiri
sasa
Tuko 15 kilometers in. Maze ilianguka.
Nikuulize bro, hii 15 kilometers unatembea tu hivi. Ndio naelewa kina Kipchoge, but unatembea tu hivi wewe umetoka
tu. You walk for like 6-8 hours. Imagine.
Mlikuwa mnakula anything, water?
We ate at the summit.
Bro, ama mimi napenda tu kula because where's the food in this all this? Na mnatembea hii 18 kilometers. And humans walk at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Yani masaa 8 yote.
Kabisa. Then after Kipipiri sasa ilianza kutuonyesha sasa the realness of hiking.
Yes.
The real world.
Yes.
Kuna jamaa wangu hapa hivi stamtaja but
yes.
Alikufa mara kadhaa. I remember like I think it was like 10 kilometers in. Jamaa alidoze kwanza pana pingine wazimu.
Mnamngojea ama kila mtu akibaki anabaki.
Sasa hiyo tulikuwa tunapiga ma drone shots. Because you remember we are documenting this as a documentary.
Yes.
So from there we went to Elephant Hill. Yenye sasa uliogopa.
Hiyo ni noma.
It mimics an elephant actually.
Yes.
Where that thing is
tough,
baddest.
Yo acha watu wa gym watu represent. Big up to gym guys.
Kwanza hapo mali kuna ito the tail. Just before Desperado.
Hizo ni makona ama ni nini hizo?
Ni trail. Like
hizo ni mabarabara hizo wanaita Desperado. Things I will not experience under my leadership, bro. So I want to experience through you. So niambie ndo nataka next time nikipata
Desperado ni point yenye like most people give up.
Nikipata mrembo mwenye akona anapenda hiking naambia unajua when I was at Desperado I felt motivated.
Namchoresha giza na
when I was at the tail. Ndo nilikunywa maji yangu and ilikuwa na leukocytes ndani. Hizo ni nini bro? Leukocytes ni white blood cells. Oh my god.
Leukocytes.
Okay, I'm gonna stop dropping words, bro. So elephant. Desperado kapiga. Ulikuwa umetuma bro.
Tulifika summit. Niliteremka chini na one lege cause nilipata kitu inaitwa runner's knee. Like your knee is on fire. No. Your muscles sort of like twitch. And then it's painful.
After how many kilometers?
No, coming down.
Going up was good.
I don't have problems going up. Jota Mount Kenya, I had a problem coming down.
But I think coming down the mountain is the hardest part. Going up is a bit
chini unapiga ma breaks nini. Then from Elephant Hill we went to Satima. That was a beautiful hike.
Satima is on the other side of Mount Kenya? No,
iko Abadeas bado. It's the highest point on Abadeas.
Oh, nice.
Juu iko 4,100 meters above sea
level.
It's so the third highest point in
Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is about 5,000.
5,000. The highest peak kwa Mount Kenya is 5,199. Hiyo ni Batian.
Yes.
But that's very technical because you have to rock climb. So the one that we did was Lenana Peak. Which is 4,900 meters above sea level.
I stick to 900 for now for me. So let us go back to
900 meters.
Me bro, let's keep it PG. Mimi nataka kitu yenye ninaenda na narudi, si vitu za kwanza kupara sijui runners ni sangapi. Unajua niteremka hiyo Mount Longonot na mbio nilishika break kwa gate. Me, I'm very honest, bro. I like traveling, but
inside Dakar.
I'm more of that. Ile ni ndovu. Very nice elephant. Nice. Hivyo, si tuanze kuambiana eti sijui tuende tujui eti now we are 5 kilometers. Good luck, man. Bro, sasa nikuulize unajua watu wengi upanda height kuona views. Wewe nani yako na experience
Mimi
yako ni gani? Unasikizia.
Unazifeel.
Juzi ulikuwa Mount Kenya.
Yeah, maze. Mount Kenya has been the toughest so far.
Tell us that story of Mount Kenya.
Mount Kenya maze. Unajua unasikia tu Mount Kenya yeah. Until ufike hapo. Then the first day is very polite.
Yeah.
You do 9 kilometers to the first camp.
What do you mean? Come on, 5,000 feet above sea level. Why are you going 9 kilometers for?
Hiyo hata bado.
Distance kwani hadi uko juu.
Acha hiyo bado 9 kilometers ni hiyo hata hujafika base camp.
What do you mean? Bado hujafika kwa ground bado ya
kwanza.
Bado.
Ya kwanza the last push.
So hii 9 kilometers mbona msi drive kwenda huko?
There is an option of driving.
Oh, lakini nyinyi mko mtaka kupasha misuli.
Yeah.
So unapasha misuli.
Because again
with your white cane
you are acclimatizing your body.
Okay, now all this time I've not asked one very important question. You're going with your white cane all this time?
Yes.
I saw in
but I'm using a very different one.
Yeah.
This is like my daily driver.
Yeah.
Hii ni kama kadudu. Sasa kuna the rugged, it's called all-terrain white cane.
Yes.
Na it's actually a gift from some guys from Baltimore, the US.
Yeah.
I met them when I was there.
Yeah.
Wanajita Aware. Yeah.
So you're with a white cane all this time for 9 kilometers.
9 kilometers, that's first day.
Yeah. Wait.
Then you sleep.
You lazy man watching this, you walk for 2 kilometers and start panting. Sikia wengine wanafanya nini?
Yeah.
So 9
km, then you sleep at the first night.
Yeah.
Not base camp. Yeah. It's called Old Moses.
It's like a sleeping area.
Yeah. You sleep inside a tent. Very cold. This time you've only gained like 2,600 meters above sea level.
Na hapa mnaenda mko side hii yenye mnapanda Lenana ni side ya Nanyuki ama
side ya Nyeri? Sirimon. Side ya Nanyuki, yeah. Aha. Sirimon. Sirimon gate. From there, the next morning, you start a hike of 17 kilometers to the base camp now.
17 kilometers? Yeah. So 26 kilometers on your base camp. Thank God for studios, man.
So 17 you start in the morning, unafika huko jioni. Na sasa hapa ndo sasa hiking inaanza.
Yeah.
You go even through valleys, and you start feeling the change of environment. The moorland, unakumbuka geography?
Yeah,
the different zones.
Geography nilikuwa naanguka but nilisikia kitu ka familiar.
Yeah, different zones. Let me tell you, I got to the base camp. It's called to Shiptons. Before the base camp, there are 2 pushes that you do.
Yeah.
The second last one wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
I remember telling my guide, let's go non-stop. I didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
Pa. We went on a flat nini. It was a valley.
You also have a videographer recording you.
Yeah.
There's a drone running up.
Drone, no. So we have to redo. We lost our drone in Elephant Hill.
Oh, ilipotea ama ilifanyika?
Ilienda na upepo.
Bro.
So we have to redo the whole of
the drone ilienda kutoka link. Hamjaiona tena.
Hamjaiona. Na nilikuwa na footage.
Pole bro.
But the good thing we have footage sasa.
Yeah.
The camera now. So to Shiptons, you're at altitudes of 4,300 meters above sea level. I remember the last push.
Yeah.
Guide wangu kwanza hawakuniambia tumefika. So me, I'm thinking we're still hiking.
Yeah.
And it got to a place, my body shut down completely.
Whoa.
For like 30 seconds, I was hivi kama statue.
Umekwama tu.
Hadi wananiambia mazee, Julio. Unatusikia? Mazee juu anaona ni kama huyu jamaa ameshaenda.
Allah. It must be very very engaging that nani.
Ustake sikia man. Then sasa hapo ndo una dose tena. The second night.
Yeah.
Then on the third day,
you
start your last push. Your last push is 2.5 kilometers, but you take 4 hours to the summit.
So
because
the elevation imebadilika
because you are gaining from 4,300 meters above sea level.
Yeah.
You're hiking to 4,900. So you're gaining 600 meters above sea level.
Umenifanya mpaka hata ni Google hiyo mountain because niliacha geography form 2 bro. What do you mean moorland? Moorland ni nini yo? Inaitwa type
Moorland ni
parts of a mountain. Wow. Hata mtoto wangu ataona hii YouTube asema I really had a damn father. Man. But anyway,
yeah.
So kulikuwa kuna crest. No, sio hiyo. Kwa hii geography tulisoma different.
Kuna grassland. Then
ndio hiyo masavana, parts of a mountain.
Kuna woodland, kuna moorland.
Hiyo zinaitwa vegetation. Vegetation of a mountain. Yes. Bro, si mimi na learn vitu mpya kwa hiyo kila siku. Coniferous sasa imetoka wapi? Never mind. Nimechoka hata. So, hiyo umeshapita Moa, hapo ni mawe sasa.
Sasa ni mawe.
Bado hamjafika kwa snow.
Sasa snow ni juu. Yeah.
So mkaenda hiyo for how long?
Hiyo on the last day.
The rock climbing one.
Hiyo sasa ni 4 hours to the peak. And then 3 hours we came down with 3 hours.
So you can't stay at the peak.
You can't. It's freezing.
So it's just cold. For a photo. You see, guys, that's why I can't do that. Zero-sum game. Why do I have to go and take a photo on the peak of a mountain and come back? Like, I thought, at least, kuna ka camp hapo hivi mchomeka mbuzi, celebrate.
Kwa peak?
Yeah.
Kwa summit?
Easy Mount Everest.
But in Mount Kenya, bro, like, already unanusa 5,000 meters above sea level.
Is the air
you are above, yeah, it's thin. You're above the clouds.
Were you on oxygen?
No, just water.
Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't like that bad. But now you still have one on the final one, which is and you said you're going back. Wait, I mean ndo nimeglitch. Umesema unarudi Mount Kenya?
Zote kuanzia Kipipiri to Mount Kenya. Because of there is aspects zenye tunataka kucapture na drone.
What do you mean aspects? What do you mean drone?
Yeah.
Aspects na drone sangapi? Yeah. Bro, mimi bana videographer.
You know, Heights Unseen is a documentary by the way.
I know, bro, it's a documentary, but what do you mean you want to go back 19 kilometers for drones? 19? You've said Kipipiri is 18 kilometers.
Yeah, then down 4.5 kilometers. And then remember there's the 3.2 kilometers.
25 kilometers.
Yeah.
Bro, this is at this point is where I say you're actually breaking the limits, and actually having you on Journey series actually is not by chance. It's actually worth it, bro. 25 kilometers with a white cane.
Sasa acha hivyo. Next week, during our training, we have to do Ngong Hills thrice.
You're going back to Ngong Hill? Do you want a photographer?
To prepare. You remember that day you called me, we were on Ngong Hill?
Yes.
Tulikuwa tunafanya sa blindfold challenge. Heights Unseen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, in documentary, where are you planning to put it up?
It will go up on major platforms. Netflix.
Hulu. You got a signature ready?
No.
But you're planning to pitch it there?
Yeah.
Swali yangu ni mzee. Tena kama sijasikia vibaya. Umesema unarudi kupanda milima ingine mara 3 tena.
This has to be next year. Just we are preparing for Kilimanjaro. So you do Kilimanjaro, then go back to edit to shoot the others? Yeah. When are you going to Kilimanjaro? 27th of December.
I saw you fundraising. How far are you with that?
So far we are above 1 million. The target is getting to 4 million for the white canes.
Yes.
But above 4 million for the documentary, and people can actually partner and they become even executive producers on the documentary.
We have that
so target is 8 million. Videos. Najua kuna watu wa forex.
Watu wana maodi. Hizo zote unajua na sample hizo masupercar. Hawanakuwa na mawengi.
White cane moja ni tao.
You can buy white cane.
Yeah. We are looking to get 4,000 white canes by the time we are coming down from Kilimanjaro.
When that is on 28th. No, 27th next year. Sir.
The idea is we are crossing the year. Naweza waangalilia next year inakaaje.
Utatushow?
Ndawashow.
Utaiona kimuoka la.
3D ikicome down from heaven.
Utatusikizia huko juu.
Mbaya sana.
So 27 to go to Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
What is the plan?
The plan is to hike from the 27th and get down by 4th.
By 4th?
Yeah.
So Mount Kilimanjaro sio kitu ya siku mbili kumbe?
Hata Mount Kenya we did 4 days up and down.
Mount Kenya ilikuwa ni uliambia unaenda Thursday, Friday, Saturday mpaka
Monday. We came back Monday.
Bro, so you're going to be out for how many days? 11?
Almost 12.
What is your preparation in terms of, apart from, so you have to go mountain climbing? So eti naweza toka tu hapa kwangu Rongai nikimbie kwenda kupanda Mount Kilimanjaro.
Utashtuka bro. Unajua hata hizi zenye tumekuwa tukienda zina prepare body. Kwa sababu body yangu inaweza take heights of 5,000. Juu Kilimanjaro is what? It's what, 6,000?
Kilimanjaro is, let me see.
6,000.
Yeah, iko juu ya, and it's the tallest in Africa, right?
Yeah.
The Kilimanjaro. Yeah. Kilimanjaro is mbona andiki height yake? It's 19,000. That is
Any feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But it's about 6K.
6K, yeah. Meters.
What? So far, which organizations have showed interest?
So far, we've gotten partnerships from Awarewolf, of course. They make white canes for persons who are visually impaired, but also gear, different gear. Yeah. They are international. They're in Baltimore, US.
In the US, yeah.
We have Shukran. It's a local digital tipping service.
Yeah, I know Shukran, yeah.
Oh, you know Shukran?
Si tunafanya mambo ya mtandao ya tip.
Oh, Shukran sana.
Yes.
Then we have Goshen. It's a hiking shop.
Yeah.
Hiking gear shop.
In Kenya?
In Kenya, Kikuyu, yeah. Amazing people. They actually gave me gear. From Elephant Hill, I was hiking with proper gear. Yeah.
What is proper gear?
Proper gear is the hiking boots, hiking pants.
The hiking pants?
Yeah, the hiking
sweat pants?
No.
Hey.
Thermo t-shirts.
Okay. Ni vizuri tunajoizi
Summit jacket.
Summit what?
Jacket. Gaiters. Balaclava. Everything, because as you go up, you start looking for warmth in gear.
True.
So even summit gloves that are warm, all these things. Yeah. And then they give us like Potter's bag because you need a bigger bag in itabeba like all your essentials.
Yeah.
Because you need like Potter's, like crew yetu ya 5 people. We hiked with a crew of around 12 because uko hadi na chef huko. Uko na Potters.
Wanawabebea. So Potters wanawabebea bags. Otherwise utachoka.
Na bag yako ni 20 kgs.
What?
So you can imagine hiking with 20 kgs.
So these guys who are going with these bags kwa mgongo inakuwa 20 kgs huko juu.
Hasa ni wanoma bana. Mad respect.
Hello. I wouldn't know these things, man.
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
And they hike faster than you.
What?
Unawapata mbele. Wanaenda wana pitch tent.
But wale wanaitwa ando magaidi wenu sasa hao.
No, kuna guides.
Wamezoea hiyo barabara au mapotters.
Yeah, wamezoea. But you also have guides. Like for me, I need 2 guides. So I have a guide.
And how do you maneuver the thin trails, as I was telling you?
So my guides, of course, they are very descriptive when they're explaining the trail, and then I follow body language, body movement.
Yeah.
So na feel when you wanna move, and then they tell me. Nawashika, yeah. Then they tell me kuna rock, kuna branch, kuna nini hivyo. So it's a communication throughout. Yeah.
So Kilimanjaro, you're planning to maybe get to the peak?
Not planning. We have to.
Uligonga Lenana, bro. Big thing.
Thanks.
Big thing.
Yeah.
So you this height and sin, bro, you already done 6. You're going to repeat others. Bro, is it wewe umeanza kunifanya nikaa naanza kufeel kama unapenda ku repeat sasa? Because
I'm a little bit rhymer.
Yeah, na pia sasa
it wasn't by choice.
Ile ilikuwa sasa
hata hii si by choice.
So unaona sasa
kadudu ketu kalipotea.
I'm looking at Kilimanjaro. It's looking amazing. I've watched it from Amboseli a couple of times.
We were at Amboseli, Elephant Gorge, to just benchmark, like tujue mazee hapo ndo tunaenda.
So mtaanza kuapproach from this side ya
No, Tanzania.
Mtaenda Bongo.
Yeah.
All right.
Tunaenda kwa jirani.
Ndana kwa jirani.
Akina Aisha.
Uko hakuna Aisha bro kwa mlima. Wale watu lazy pale.
Suria.
Hakuna suria pale, mandume tu. Hello. Aisha pale.
Na baridi bana.
Au tati. Uko hivi
watu konge bonge la bash hapo tukishatoka hivi.
Itakuwa noma bro. Mimi kitu naweza kufanya ni hiyo bash kama mnaifanyia ground. Otherwise kama mnaifanyia huko juu siko. I wish you all the best though, huko kwa mlima. So 27th December, that is about in 9 days from when we shot this. You're going there.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's in 9 days, bro.
Man.
I just realize. It's less than 10 days, bro.
When do you show?
Yeah.
La.
Less than 10 days.
Yeah. But tajikaza, man.
Like psychologically, after those 6 hikes, do you feel you're gonna do it?
Ni vile tu kila siku napata na msana ananipatia nightmare ya Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, Kilimanjaro sio rahisi.
Si rahisi, unajua
sijaifika but sio rahisi. I'm just speaking from a lazy man's
unajua.
Yeah. Jua hike yake vile unajua vile nimeiona. So vile mimi naicheki. Lakini bro kama umegonga Mount Kenya, then this one is just a cup of tea. Kwanza tembea 26 kilometers Julia. Unajua mimi sijaitembea hata 4 kilometers.
Unaweza bingiza kwenda shop ama?
Yeah, bro.
Kuchukua mayai na mkate.
Yeah, hiyo sasa ni kama 500 meters. But unaona
hata ukirepeat mara 3.
But unaona mimi naishi mbali so I hike.
Siku leo jamaa wenyu anakwanga ronga ama anakwanga kitengela.
Mgani wewe?
Jamaa fulani anapenda kutembea tu ovyo. Anamkanga tu anasikia tembea hadi CBD.
Wow.
Unaona huyo jamaa?
Sijamuona.
TikTok. Mimi namsikianga tu like kuna siku ametembea kutoka Kitengela hadi Tao.
Bro.
Siku nyingine ametembea kutoka
ako live sasa hiyo
hadi Ronga. Hiyo record alafu na hiyo kwangi live.
Lakini tuwaitembea na Dark Dev kutoka Lang'ata hadi Tao.
Sasa hiyo ni nini? Si Lang'ata iko Tao.
Bro, 17 kilometers.
17 kilometers? Ulifika?
Nilifika ish. Nilifika, imagine actually, come to think of it, nilitoka Lang'ata roundabout, ilikuwa time ya maandamizi. Nitoka kwa roundabout mpaka Tao, toka Tao nikarudi mpaka Carnival. To and fro.
Ulitembea.
Lakini tukua tumefura miguu bro. Don't repeat this at home.
I do that and more.
Sasa nimenotice kama mimi yangu ya flat, unajua ilikuwa ni flat land. Sasa imagine wewe tunaipiga kwa mlima.
Unaruka ma rocks,
pita hizo ma hinterland, moorland, hizo vitu za star experience kwa maisha yangu. I'm not knowingly putting myself
bamboo. Unajua bamboo ni slippery
mnapita hadi bamboo.
Kwanza Elephant Hill, there is a whole stretch of bamboo.
What?
Na hapo ndo nilipatia one lege nikirudi sasa.
Ukishika breaks.
Nikirudi sasa benye tu tulianza hiyo stretch ya bamboo. Mguu ikasema si mimi.
Noma sana. So we wishing you the best kwa hiyo hike bro.
Shukran bana.
To hope mambo itakuendea mzuri, and of course for those who are listening in, those who are watching that channel, we hope that you can support Julio on this. You can buy one stick, one white cane.
Stick ni ya kupika nini, cooking stick.
Usikwaipa mzee. Unajua sisi ni watu wa kijiji. Yeah, vocabulary kidogo.
Yeah.
One white cane at 1,000 bob.
1,000.
Mimi sitaki kupledge, nitakuambia tu.
Nipatie till number.
Peana till bro.
Till ni 937-4312.
937-4312.
Kabisa.
Hiyo tutaweka hapo hivi, you'll see it on the
but kwa watu bourgeois.
Yeah.
Unaenda kwa website jmbura.com. JMBURA
jmbura.com.
Unafuata hapo prompts.
Yeah.
Kuna link yenye itakupeleka kwa Haso Sasa.
Yeah.
Then you contribute your, but pia utaona packages za kukua sponsor, kukua partner, kukua angel investor.
Yeah. I like the interface. It's actually easy to interpret and also check it out.
Yeah.
And of course you can also write if you're interested to work together.
Yeah,
and
you can write to us.
Yes.
The email is on the website,
Yeah.
but it's julius@rika.co.ke.
Yes.
Rika is RACA. And for those who are using the till, italeta retuning cinema in Africa. That's the full nini ya Rika.
Yeah.
So Julio Supercharge is under Rika.
Yeah.
Rika is a production house under which we are doing the documentary, but also the vehicle of Julio Supercharge is being, anything I envision, they're bringing to life.
Now, I have a question. You have had 2 fellowships.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that. You've flown. Umeenda nchi ngapi, bro?
So far?
Yeah.
3, but now I've really traveled within the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So America umeenda wapi na wapi na wapi?
Hey, America. Tuanze na DC.
Yeah.
I've been to DC twice. The first time I went to San Diego, actually, California. So I've been to California, San Diego, and California ni wapi kwingine nimeenda? LA, briefly. And then, so acha nianze kutaja zote za March. Tulitoka DC, tukaingia Lancaster, tukaingia Philadelphia. Philadelphia iko, which state is this? Philly.
Philly ni state ama?
Oh, ni state by itself.
Philly ni state, yeah.
So Lancaster tuliingia community fulani inaitwa the Amish community. Sijui
Amish.
Amish. I say they don't believe in modernity.
The ones that use
horses.
Hey.
Those guys, yeah. Then tukaenda Philly. From Philly tukaenda Charlotte, Northern Carolina.
Yeah.
Then from Charlotte tukaenda Florida. Hiyo iko Florida iko wapi?
Florida iko wapi? Miami, Florida.
Miami.
Florida ni state.
Florida ni state?
Yes. Miami ndo
nani. Yeah. But tulikuwa South Florida. Kwenye kuna Universal, the Universal Studio.
Yeah.
Then nimerudi DC tena. Nikaenda Baltimore.
Yeah.
Then Maryland. Maryland nimezunguka a few places.
Yeah.
Baltimore iko Maryland.
Yes.
What am I even saying?
Yeah.
But nimezunguka sasa Maryland yenyewe. Then nikaenda Dallas.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Austin. Austin nilikaa for a month.
Yeah.
Austin, Texas, yeah.
Kwa umekaa America miaka ngapi mzee? Ama miezi ngapi?
Combined?
Yes.
5 months.
So during this time, because I saw you and I was like, ukijana ametoka block, ametuacha hapa hivi. So you are doing, that was during the time of your fellowship now? Ama you're doing something else?
When was this?
When you were in the US the first time?
The first time? This year?
Yes, this year in March.
Because last year I was in the US as well.
Last year ulikuwa unafanya nini?
Last year ilikuwa conference. I went as an expert of disability inclusion.
Yes.
Then this year, mara ya kwanza ilikuwa hiyo nini ya kwanza, fellowship ya kwanza.
Yeah.
Which had a lot of traveling around. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa IVLP, International Visitor Leadership Program. So that one you get nominated by a consular in your own country.
Yes.
So it's very prestigious because it's a multi-regional. Because that time tulienda, we were 15 of us from 15 different countries.
Yeah.
And seven of them, 8, they were from Africa.
Yeah.
Then the rest were from the Asian continent.
Yeah.
Then Mandela was from when? June, mid-June to September. So for Mandela, that's a proper fellowship as well.
Yeah. It's a big one.
It's a big one, a prestigious
one. It's not even easy
one.
to get. You got nominated or that one you applied?
No, that one you apply. Out of 60,000 applications.
Yes.
And then out of 6,000 applications in Kenya.
Yeah.
We got selected, 43 of us.
Wow.
And out of the 43, I was the only one with a disability.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's a big
the
one.
Kenyan cohort was 43. Nigeria was, of course, being Nigeria.
Yeah.
It was like, I think 60 something. But we had representation of how many? 49 countries from Africa.
Yeah.
And then from that 49, it's 700 only.
Yes.
Ndio wanachukuliwa.
So after that, bado there are also tests.
So that's purely African. So it's Africans going to the US.
Yes.
That's why it's Mandela Washington, because it's Mandela representing Africa.
Yes.
Washington, the father of the US.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So you're taken from Africa, you go to the US, and you're immersed into the US culture.
Yeah.
It has 3 different tracks.
Yeah.
So mine was civic engagement.
Yes.
But there is a public administration, and then there is a, the other one is what? There are 3. There is a civic engagement, public administration, and then I think entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after that, you finished it?
Yeah, I finished. I'm an alumni.
Sasa ni
Alumnus.
Alumnium.
Alumna. Aluminium.
Aluminium. Nasemanga iti aluminium. Aluminium.
Yeah.
So what else has Julius Supercharge worked on, or in terms of activism? Because I know you are very much vocal in the world of disability inclusion.
Oh yeah. So in my organization, Enable, where I work as the advocacy officer, head of legal, head of computer assistive technology, we launched the first ever ICT accessibility standard in 2022. Yeah. First in Africa, actually. And I was part of the team that developed the standards. Then we've contributed to the amendment of the Disability Act, which should come to passing actually. And also different laws that concern persons with disabilities in different pockets, and even like in the corporate world, even strengthening the ecosystem for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yes. And disability etiquette training to different corporates and different institutions to spearhead disability inclusion and to champion equality. Julio Supercharge has launched an experience, which is an immersive experience. And we started with Google, and we have different organizations that are actually signing up. It's a very immersive experience that makes you get in touch with your other senses. And then there is more to come. Like there's a lot to come.
So but there's also, much to come.
Yeah, there's much to come. I've partnered with the likes of KCB for the World Rally Championships. Actually, I just landed like this and went to Naivasha for the rally. In April. Was it April?
Nilikuwa na yeye, I was like, yeah, huyu msee ana move mbio sana. Hata vibeti hazijafika kwa nyumba. Zilifika kwa nyumba kweli.
And then we've been doing an annual conference called the Inclusive Africa Conference. Where we bring different aspects of the disability world together, and like influence for change and push for a better future. And also in the corporate world, I also do emceeing services. Biggest partner is Safaricom. I've always done their CEO Heroes Awards. But a couple of other events. Both, it doesn't mean that it has to be like with a theme for disability. Even mainstream. And then different performances are performed on different stages. As a break dancer, as a spoken word artist. Even in DC, Washington. I performed both spoken word poetry, and then I did breakdance, which was a very choreographed and precision to the letter.
How do you do your choreography?
I think about it, and then I think about different beats that will marry and infuse into each other, and then I come up with different ways of. But sometimes it's contemporary.
How do you do these TikTok ones before you even go further? The TikTok ones, the lion in the room. The one people are bullying you that you can see. How do you get this trending?
Of course, I have people around me can see, so they can see the different moves, and then now they teach me through tactile. So the way I feel them.
So you memorize the move. You're like 1, 2, 3. 4,
and then it's
5.
like when the beat drops, I
Yes.
do this. When this instrument kicks in, this is what I do. When it's like this, then I just have that in my head. Like
Spoken word.
Yeah.
You know me. Tell me some spoken word as we come to a close.
Man. I should not have said that, man.
Give me like 4 lines then.
4 lines.
4 lines.
4 lines. So when I was partially sighted, I loved looking and seeing. There's beauty in what you see. A child's smile is magical. A woman's form is delightful to perceive. And the different geometrical shapes of flowers, they are a marvel to see.
Sawa mzee, sawa.
Yeah.
Okay. Multi-talented Julio Supercharge can touch your car and tell you where the mechanic went wrong. You can know when the mechanic took me wrong?
Theoretically.
Oh.
No, but if we drive around, then I can tell you the issue your car has.
Okay.
Like bushes.
Fully on my skill.
Yeah, of course.
So you can hear the bushes.
Yeah.
You can feel the
you
bushes.
feel like I listen to the car.
The pressure
the response. Yeah.
So he can hear your car. Julio Supercharge.
And even the engine, if it's not healthy, I'll tell you.
Your engine is not healthy.
Yeah. Kuna venye you anza kuhis. Unalemewa.
Hizi vitu ulilana wapi Alias 9?
No. Over time, see like curiosity, then I continue to...
You can drive.
Yeah, I can drive, yeah.
But see kwa barabara, sindio? I saw you on a bike and I was like, I have to ask.
Yeah.
Ulijua gear iko wapi?
Si gear iko kwa mguu. Ama gear uko wapi?
Si kuna ile ya kupandisha kushukisha ama mimi nini nasikianga.
Yeah, see, of course, like for different bikes, I think the one you saw me on was a Suzuki SV.
Clearly, from the start of the conversation, the mischievous things you are doing in your school are the same things you are doing in our school.
Don't judge me with my past. Don't look at my past.
I will not tell you mine.
We are looking forward.
Let me not tell you mine. Now, towards the future as well, we are seeing you now doing the mountains.
Yeah.
You see? So...
And there are so many other crazy
And there are so
things.
many other things that you do, like...
Oh, we did scramble. I forgot about that.
Imagine.
With Red Bull, yeah.
So you
became first runners up.
On
a tandem bike.
Imagine.
It was the bear.
Tandem bike. I saw you practicing on a tandem bike too.
Yeah.
What is that? What is cycling got to do with the mountains?
Because mountains, it's your endurance, your cardio, but also there's something people should actually stay tuned for something that is coming up next year with the tandem bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's creating that physique, cardio. Yeah. Kwa tu sawa. Generally, body. Make sure that you can take that. Walking for hours is not easy.
It's not. Yeah. I'm telling you, but I can't do 4 kilometers, and you are telling me 26. My hiking dream died yesterday, before we met. But today you buried it and cremated it. So you told me 26 kilometers to tufike base camp. Yeah. So I will just tell us what you think about the disability inclusion thing.
I think where we go wrong is trying to look at it from a point of these people and that people.
Yeah.
Like persons with disabilities are those people.
Yeah.
So it's that community, it's that instead of looking at it from a point of we are one people.
Yeah, we are human.
We are humans to begin with.
Yes.
Like jana kuna mtu alinikasirisha sana kwa TL. They were trying to compare disability na Mavi.
What?
Yeah.
That's sad.
I was mad. Yeah. I was raging.
Yeah.
Because again, that is the same thing. Because over the years, kama uja notice, the reason why we are still struggling with inclusion is because hatujai onekana tukiwa equal tuko na disability.
Yeah.
We are always seen as a weak link in society.
Yeah.
People who are a charitable case.
Yeah.
And people who need to be taken care of. I think, Maze, it's 2024. Like, man, tuchukueni na merit yenye inafaa kuwa. What we deserve is opportunities.
True.
What we deserve is a bit of understanding, and not criticism.
Yeah.
Like, again, what you've heard about persons with disabilities, scrap it off.
Yeah.
And engage persons with disabilities firsthand.
Yeah.
Umesikia watu blind hawawezi fanya ABCD. Unakuja kuniuliza the same thing. Instead of coming to know me for who I am.
And your abilities.
And my abilities. Because even in the disability community, we are very diverse. The next blind guy, and that's why I tell people, when you meet me, usifikirie watu wote blind wako kama mimi. Because me, I'll make blind jokes, I'll be careless about so many things. I'll take risks. But the next blind guy akona trauma zake, akona vitu zake zinamsumbua. Maybe hata aja master navigation mobility. Then unafikiria kumchukua na the same standard yenye umechukulia Julio. It can never be.
I think that is a very good way to come to an end of this. We like to wish you the best as you go for your hiking, bro. Na hope watu wanasikiza hizi vitu wanalana wasema kwamba we should take our people, there was a time people living with disabilities were being hidden from the society. And we need to now embrace them more. And through such actions like your Heights Unseen project.
And more to come.
And more to come. You keep on doing this. I think many people are going to learn and join into all of these conversations. Now, I want to say thank you so much for having you. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. That has been Home Run with Pipi Journey series. See you on the next. Have a great 2025. Actually, tell people Happy New Year. Julio will be in Kilimanjaro.
Wajirani. I'll be seeing the future for you.
You'll be seeing it for us.
So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and remember to live.
Remember to live. Say no more. My name is MC Pipita, your host, and on the camera is Dark Dave. Goodbye. Nilikuwa kungoje ufanye hivyo mbele ya kamera. I was like, okay, I'm done. Totally done.